Greetings and salutations, welcome to the channel. Today we're unboxing the Ghostbusters 1984 Neutronawand replica from Hasbro. Not to be confused with the initial Spangler Neutronawand released in 2020. I've actually been holding on to this for a while. I ordered it back in February and it came in about early March. But with the new film out in the theaters, and it seemed like the perfect time to, well, rip it open. We've got some nice brown boxing in between the shipping box and the replica's final box form, containing, all that great glossy logo and all the graphic design elements on there. Now, this is greatly appreciated to really preserve the integrity of the box so that the work of everyone that helped design it can really shine through. I know there was a bit of an uproar with Mattel's Eternia playset arriving with damaged boxes. Granted, those boxes are several times larger than this, so it may not have been cost effective enough to double brown box it. I don't have their accounting spreadsheet, so this is all speculation on my part. Now, opening this thing up, it looks super secure. We've got the pamphlet here. Got a bag of goodies right here. And we're going to lift this thing up out of here. Take the brackets off. Set those aside. And this is a little bit like a Rubik's Cube. Break out the blade and we're going to cut this thing open some more. Now here I have it in hand. It's got a really good feel to it, a good weight considering it's all plastic. But it looks good, feels good. You can see it laying down. Bask upon it. Take a look upon it. Have your eyes dazzled. Now we can look at this a little more up close and personal. You can see all the details of it. It's looking pretty nice. There's some great painting here to make it look like real metal. Like real welding going on there. It's not, of course, but it looks good. Everything's feeling good. I'm not too keen on that orange little thing. I know why they do it. Because all toy guns have to have it. Although this isn't even a gun, doesn't look anything like a gun, I'm not quite sure why they still have to play by those rules, but hey, whatever. I'm not in their legal department. Got all the clicky-clacks. Clickety-clack. All the tubes and piping, that's probably for the display. But here, just taking a closer look at it. It's looking good. I know some people are going to paint that orange nozzle silver. I really don't like doing that. I really don't like messing with the original form of any sort of replica or figure. It's really not my thing. I like to have it exactly how it was. I know that's weird and anal, but it's just me. So now I'm really interested in getting this thing up and pumping. Let's get the batteries in. Gotta unscrew this. Yeah, be careful unscrewing that thing, because I damn near stripped the screw on that. And I started kind of freaking out a little bit. But it eventually got out. I got some screwdrivers from a I-Class kit, and that worked pretty well, as opposed to an actual screwdriver. Alright, so we're just going to pop this right back in. And I'm going to power it up. Or not. So at this point, I'm starting to freak out again. I'm wondering if I just put the batteries in wrong. So let's go ahead and just tighten that up a little bit. See if that's the issue. Like, if it's not connecting properly. Still nothing. Alright, so I took that off screen because I'm kind of cursing to myself right now. Okay, so through the magic of editing, I was able to figure it out. I just had to move a couple of things around. And here we go. And what's not coming across through the video is that there's a nice vibration going on when you power this thing up. It's really nice. Even the audio, it doesn't do it justice. It's got a deep thumping. I don't know how to quite explain it, but it's really good. It sounds kind of flat in the video, but it's not when you have it in hand. It's really good. Okie dokie, so we're done playing with it. I'm going to set this down, and now we're going to start building this display base. Because I really want to get this thing displayed up in my little man cave. My boy cave. That doesn't sound right. Man cave. Alright, we're going to get the instructions, and we're going to pop open this bag. They've got several different languages on these instructions. But, you know, just like IKEA, they've got pictures. So, just in case you don't want to go through this entire tablet of instructions, you can just look at the pictures. Got the base right here. And we're going to snip this bag open so we can place all the pieces together. There's a nice paint job on this as well. It's got a little bit of spray paint here and there to give it a rusted look. And if you can make out that label. Got good old Spangler's name. Rest in peace. Okay, so now it's time to assemble. Got my instructions right here. And it looks pretty cut and dry. Now, since this is plastic, I really want to make sure I'm doing it correctly, because too much force and these things will snap immediately. Yeah, there's a little bit of a struggle here. And just want to make sure I've got the right one in there, because it seems tight. And the more I'm doing it, I'm wondering if it should go on the other one. But it seems to fit. Okay, that's a good fit in there. And we just have to connect the other two for the other side. And now see, this is entirely too loose. So now I'm going back to my initial thought where I switch these things up. So let's switch them back. And see, this feels better. It's not too tight, not too loose. And this is not too tight, not too loose. So I definitely have them backwards. And again, I don't want to force anything on here, because too much pressure, and again, it will snap. There we go, and here's the middle piece. And I'm just going to move those to a side. And let's place it on the base. Now, I didn't realize until after the fact, but one of those pieces actually goes on the bottom of the neutronawand, that sort of metal bracket with the two screws. One of those black pieces actually goes on there so it can nest inside the center nesting bracket of the display. I really didn't notice it during this video, but eventually I figured it out. But even without that black bracket, it still sits really nice on here. And that's a good looking display. Something to put on your bookshelf. So in 20 years, when your grandkids come over, you can say, hey, this was back during the Ghost Wars when I was a Ghostbuster. Because kids are dumb. All in all, I'm pretty happy with this purchase. I'm not sad that I spent the money for it. In fact, I'm pretty happy with it. Definitely pretty happy with it. Looks good, sounds good, feels good. Oh, and this little nozzle looks like an accessory piece to connect it to the proton pack if you bought that. I'm really angry at myself that I missed out on that. But it is what it is. Hopefully they'll have a re-release, like a 1984 version of the proton pack, sort of like what they did with the Neutrona. So okay folks, that's going to wrap everything up. Please like and subscribe if you like the video, and I will check you later. Bye-bye.